Hello and welcome. My name's Andy Crook and I'm your host for today's training topic on why your customer service is the best marketing. My mission is to help garage owners become more successful in business. And how I do that is I provide a training topic every week on one of the 5 pillars of business as I see it. Today, we're in the marketing pillar and we're talking about why your customer service is the best marketing. Now, this is a slight departure from the commonly stated that your product or your service is the best marketing. So I want to just sort of bend that slightly and add something to it, and that's that your customer service is the best marketing. So before we carry on, I'll sort of explain a little bit about why I've changed this common belief, because your product and service in our business is not as easily differentiated from another one, but your customer service is. So if you have, for example, and just to explain this, an MOT station, and the garage down the road has an MOT station, and the way you market your business is that you say you're an MOT station, how does the customer differentiate between the two of you? And that's why I've sort of modified this statement from your product and service is the best marketing to your customer service is the best marketing. Or, to put it another way, why doing good is always good for business. So before we get going, let's establish what I mean by marketing. And in a previous training topic, we talked about the definition of marketing, and I said the definition of marketing that I prefer is marketing is the wide range of activities that ensures that you continue to meet the needs of your customers. So I'll say that again. Marketing is the wide range of activities that ensures you continue to meet the needs of your customers. And the key thing in that statement that I like, and why I prefer that to be the definition that I use for marketing, is meeting the needs of your customers. And quite often what you'll find is the customers come to you with their wants. And what you have to do is provide them with what they need. They may not know what that is yet, but if you're going to provide exceptional customer service, what you're going to do is you're going to meet the needs of those customers. So that's, if you like, the first takeaway from tonight's training topic is, first and foremost, you must always meet the needs of your customers. Once you've done that, you can then provide them with exceptional customer service. And it can be simply meeting those needs instead of those wants. That is that exceptional customer service that stands you out. So that's the first lesson, if you like. And once you've done that, once you've met the needs of your customers and you're providing that exceptional customer service, there are 3 key benefits to doing that in terms of your marketing. You will increase customer loyalty and retention. It will provide you with a way of differentiating yourself from your competition and give you a competitive advantage. And it will improve brand reputation and public relations. So what we're going to do is we're going to break those 3 areas down, and then we're going to give a little example of what I mean from the sort of almost dry definitions that I've written down that I'm going to discuss. And then, as always, at the end, we'll have a little look at the atomic action. So without further ado, let's have a look at these 3 areas. So the first one is customer loyalty and retention. So exceptional customer service creates a strong bond between the customer and the brand. When customer feels valued and appreciated, they are more likely to remain loyal and continue doing business with the company. Loyal customers not only make repeat purchases, but also become brand advocates, spreading positive word-of-mouth referrals to friends, families, and colleagues. This organic promotion can be more effective and trustworthy than any advertising campaign. We've also done a training topic on word-of-mouth marketing. And the key takeaway, I think, from word-of-mouth marketing is it is the most effective and the surest way to build a business, but it's also the slowest. So what is the, if you like, the practical takeaway from providing great customer service and how that develops customer loyalty and retains your customers? Well, the key thing here is knowing the type of customer that you have. And one of my favorite things that I discovered a little while ago when I developed a training course called The Business of Diagnostics. And one of the things I discovered and then I sort of refined for the garage trade when I looked into that was customer classification. And I came up with this idea that we could classify customers from A to D. So we have A-type customers, B-type customers, C-type customers, and D-type customers. So when we're looking at providing exceptional customer service, what we're focusing on here is our B-type customers. And B stands for basic in my version of this customer classification. And I am quite often a basic customer. For many interactions I have with businesses, I'm a B-type customer. That is, I book it, I turn up, I consume the product or service or whatever it is, I pay and I leave. And for most of us, that sounds like an amazing customer, and we'd wish we had more of those. But that is what I'm classifying as a basic customer. So, if you like, the interaction between the customer and the business is satisfactory, but it's not exceptional. We haven't provided, if you like, amazing customer service for someone to remain a B-type customer. Now, you might find that you have quite a few B-type customers, and you want to turn them into A-type customers. And A-type customers are what I call advocates. These are the people who go around spreading positive word of mouth and providing referrals and reviews for you as a business. Excuse me. So they are the area of focus, if you like, for providing great customer service is focusing on the B-type customers and not wasting too much time on our C-types and D-types. I'll explain what they are very quickly. C-types are complainers and D-types are drainers. And that's the 4 types of customers. So you can see that once you've identified your B-type customers, you can focus a little bit more attention on them and turn them into A-types. And then you'll have more A-types. You might find then you've got time to turn your C-types into B-types and your D-types into C-types. But often they're not worth worrying about because they're not the right fit for you. But that's a training topic for another day, I may feel. So that's customer loyalty and retention. The next thing is differentiation and competitive advantage. Providing great customer service differentiates you from the competition. So it's incredibly difficult to stand out online. Yeah? It's a very crowded marketplace where products and prices may be similar. But the one thing that becomes a critical differentiator is superior customer service. When companies invest in delivering memorable experiences, they stand out from competitors who may focus solely on product features and pricing. So the MOT is a great example of this, and it becomes a commodity when the only way to differentiate your company or your garage when you're advertising for MOT business is price. You're going to do it slightly cheaper than the one up the road. And what we're talking about here is a commodity, and it's simply a race to the bottom. The difference can be when you want to become, if you like, a differentiated garage, and how you can advertise differently, how you can market your business differently, is simply providing something different, a more memorable experience. And it can be any number of things that you can do in and around your garage business. But exceptional service becomes part of your brand identity, attracting customers who prioritize a positive experience and are willing to pay a premium for it. So the simple way of doing this is once you know that you're providing a better customer experience than the garage down the road when it comes to doing MOTs. What is that customer experience that you're providing? What is it? And if we go back to the very beginning of this conversation, we start looking at the customer need. And what does the customer need from its MOT? Does it need a timely reminder and a guarantee that you'll have a slot for them as long as they book in advance? That could be a customer need. I see, and the reason I've picked on MOTs is I'm seeing a lot of garages advertising the fact that the number of spaces they've got for MOTs are limited in certain months. And they're basically saying, we do MOTs, book now, sort of limited availability and a price or whatever it is. Whereas you could change that by getting in touch with your A and your B type customers personally, by, however you want to do it. If you want to be ultra personal, you could send them a note or an email or just a phone call and say, look, our slots are limited, but as one of our favourite customers, we are guaranteeing you a spot as long as you book before X. And that is simply a better service than phoning up and hoping you're going to get one. Plus you've reminded them and you're giving them fair warning. Can't do fairer than that. But basically, the practical application of this is basically your marketing content. Too many garage businesses just sort of have a list of services that they provide and they hope customers will come. And I call it the build it and they will come mentality, and it simply doesn't work. You need to stand out, not shout it out. And what I mean by that is there's that much noise now on social media. To make someone notice something, it's got to be different. And there's a great book called The Purple Cow, and that is what your marketing should be like, a purple cow. Because if you're driving along and you see cow after cow after cow, they're all black and white, the odd brown one, blah de blah de blah, you're going down the road. If you see a purple one, you will notice it. And that is what your marketing has to do. And by providing a greater customer service, you can attract customers by not doing what everybody else is doing and doing something different, to stand out and not shout it out. So the third area is your brand reputation and your customer relations. And positive customer experiences contribute to building a strong brand reputation. Satisfied customers are more likely to leave positive reviews, testimonials, and social media endorsement, enhancing the brand's credibility and trustworthiness. Conversely, negative experiences can quickly tarnish a brand's reputation and lead to public relation issues. So by prioritising excellent customer services, garages can mitigate the impact of negative feedback and maintain a positive customer image. So what is your, if you like, public image? And what I'm referring to here in the terms of a practical application of this isn't just reviews. We've done a training topic on reviews or net promoter scores, because I feel there can be a slightly artificial way of looking at your business. If you really want to know what your public image of your business is, you ought to be sniffing around where your potential customers are. And if that's online, for example, in a social media group or a local forum or something like that, how many of your customers refer you? And that's slightly different, isn't it? Because what we're talking about here is A-type customers, what we'd call advocates or raving fans of your business, without any sort of nudges from you. Someone's asking for a particular, an MOT, for example, on a local forum or in a social media group. How many of your customers are referring you first? And that's probably a better way of looking at how you're sort of viewed, your public image, is how you are viewed in the local area. What is your public image? Do you get unsolicited referrals or reviews? Or do you only get reviews when you ask for them? Because you've got a system set up that asks for those reviews. Nothing wrong with that, because we need reviews to build credibility in the business. But when we're not asking for them, or when someone asks for a referral, how likely is your business to be referred? Well, if you want to be that business that's always referred, provide excellent customer service. And remember, that starts with meeting the needs of your customers. Once you know what their needs are, elevate that experience. Provide exceptional customer service from there on in. And that's basically it. And that is why excellent customer service is the best form of marketing. So what's the atomic action from this training topic? Well, focus on customer satisfaction and build your marketing message around how you continue to meet the needs of your customers. So that's much different, isn't it, to a list of services. Yeah, we're going to focus on how we meet the needs of our customers instead of just a list of services. Hopefully that's given you something to think about when it comes to your marketing activities. And if I've done that, then I've done my job. Hopefully that's the case, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.